Social support in the workplace. Since human beings are social creatures, it's vital to experience affirmation and social support from a group or team in order to experience well-being and not feeling threatened, disregarded, or excluded. If someone listens to what you have to say and cares, if you feel seen and affirmed, it will increase the sense of security and the experience of well-being, which in turn increases the sense of participation and community in a group. This contributes to people not feeling as exposed and find it easier to find solutions to problems and hindrances together in a group setting. Social support increases the sense of security and safety. Furthermore, social support increases the sense of being in a context as well as the possibility to manage and master situations and issues. Social support also increases people's sense of well-being in the situation. Research has shown that social support prevents the risk of stress-related ailments despite high demands and a lack of control in the work situation. We need social support in our workplaces. Social support that matters to work, the execution of work tasks, and employees' well-being and health come from managers, co-workers, and the environment outside the workplace. Social support can be divided into 4 types of support, including emotional support through empathy and listening, valuing support through feedback, formal support through information, advice, and directives, as well as instrumental support through practical aids, for example, technological aids. According to J. House, the emotional support is the most important in order to cope with work-related stress. Instrumental support is seen as the least important aspect, even if it's important in order to decrease demands and the risk of a too high work pace and lack of time. Social support and the experience of humanity in the organization is vital and one of the most important things we can provide for each other. In order to examine what the workplace culture really is like, you can actively observe and reflect on the culture in a group setting to discuss what happens in the workplace regarding exclusion and inclusion, whether people talk about or talk to each other, whether people mistrust or trust each other, whether there is a culture of self-assertion or a culture of prestigelessness. Do co-workers have hidden agendas, or is there a transparency in the workplace culture? Furthermore, it's of great importance to observe whether co-workers use master suppression techniques, or whether the workplace culture is characterized by openness and generosity in case of errors and shortcomings, enabling all employees to admit when they made a mistake and that it's okay. Because, after all, we're all human and we all make mistakes from time to time. A simple way to contribute to and build a foundation for social support in the workplace is to greet one's colleagues. Pleasant co-workers and sound relationships in the workplace, where we spend a large part of our time, are important health factors for most people. Through taking breaks and lunch breaks, as well as other social moments together, increases the possibility of building a sound social support between co-workers. We constitute each other's working environment, and openness between each other makes a great difference to well-being. Create a culture where it's natural to greet each other the first time you meet every day. Regular feedback is necessary to feel noticed and acknowledged. Therefore, make sure to give regular feedback and acknowledgement, but also critique delivered in a constructive way. It's an important task for the manager to give feedback to their employees. However, acknowledgement, feedback, and constructive critique between co-workers is also necessary in a workplace. Try to encourage, appreciate, and support each other. A good atmosphere decreases the risk of a scapegoat mentality in the workplace. A good atmosphere increases the sense of security in the team and makes people dare to make fools of themselves and admit to their flaws and errors. A good atmosphere increases creativity and contributes to everyone's development and to increased productivity in the team. Utilize differences like age, ethnicity, and gender distribution. Working together with people who are similar to oneself often feels convenient, since you may share similar experiences, cultural references, and values. However, a group with a mixed distribution regarding age, gender, ethnic background, etc. often increases input, new ways of thinking, creativity, networking within the groups and with other groups. Granted that everyone experiences a sense of security in the group or team. A workplace with a mixed distribution regarding gender, age, and ethnic background is often more creative and competitive in the long run. Therefore, it's a good idea to utilize differences when putting together work teams and units. Plan social activities for increased unity in the team. Create social events at work during competence development, conferences, or after-work events that enable employees to get to know additional sides of each other and create a stronger unity. In a community with the experience of social support, the tendency and wish to help each other out increases. It's especially important during hard times to laugh together in order to let off steam and decrease the risk of conflicts. When stress and lack of time may cause us not having the energy to put our best foot forward. However, it's hard to enjoy each other's company and laugh at the misery together, as well as fighting side by side when times are tough and tight, if one has not felt secure and appreciated before. Showing appreciation, warmth, and acknowledgement towards each other is very important in order to experience well-being in the work unit. It's important to be observant of offensive treatment and bullying in the work unit, both from co-workers and managers. Bullying, disregard, and offensive treatment are serious work environment issues that need rapid measures from managers and management. Offensive treatment and unhealthy disregard, as well as being subjected to bullying, may cause the subjected person to develop deep and extensive injuries and illness. Watch out for bad or offensive language. It may be presented in joking terms. However, it may not be appreciated by everyone. Rather the opposite. People may experience this as harassment. If problems and issues are experienced as unsolvable within the work team or work unit, it's important to quickly get help from the outside of the work unit if the issues are not solvable within the unit. If a person criticizes colleagues, the organization or management in a destructive way, this person needs to hear that the behavior is unacceptable and that it deteriorates the work environment for others. Do not remain passive if you hear about rumors, harassment, or if someone does not accept decisions. Explain in a calm and clear manner that you demand and expect the person to act in a more constructive way. If the issues remain, it may be relevant to see how you can help the person leave the workplace and find a different position where the person may experience well-being. Please take a few moments to consider and reflect on the following questions. What's the social support in your workplace like between management and managers, management and employees, managers and employees, employees and managers, as well as employees and employees? How can the social support be increased in your workplace?